the name, Law Nation. As we continue to grind to shine, baby, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let a friend or that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Cowboys Micah Parsons want to change the culture plus more. Come on. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Yes, that room fill up, be sure. And I mean just that. Be sure to hit the like, share this content. Let's get it. Yup. Come on.
What more do you want from me?
Ready? Running from it. Destiny arrives all the same. What should I say? All I have.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. All right. Let's get it. All right. One way or another, Cowboy Nation, we will be sitting on that couch, baby. Oh, my goodness, man. We sitting on the couch, man. We got to be the haters at this point. We sitting on the couch, man, watching these two teams play. Riggs! Shout out to the notification squad. Help a brother out. HBO, a brother. Riggs! All right, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Hey. Micah Parsons got this vision, this dream, right? But, you know, people say it starts from the top, then it works its way down. And at this point, at this point, it is what it is. Shout out to you, twin maker. I see you in the chat, man. He said, hey, ever since the 49ers made it to the Super Bowl, my brother don't even hit me up no more. I feel you, twin. I heard you this morning. But, hey, you see, I've been working, man. Life like this, I wish the raindrops would fall. But, hey, twin, you sit in the same seat Bente sat in last year. So you better try to do something different, bro. You better do something different now, you know. But shout out to Twin, man. Shout out to him and his Niners, man. Y'all just don't put bang bang Niner. You know, don't put that in the chat. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Oh man, I got a long show for y'all. I'm gonna try to make it short as possible though. And there's a few things that Parsons said on his podcast, and there's a few things that Emmitt said as well, and then we'll circle around everything and tie it all together. My thing is, it's okay, though. It's okay. Yeah, I hear you, twin. Hey, I hear you. But remember, Bente was in that same seat last year around this time, you know. Good.
That's where the guts went. Just drop.
But this therapy session for us. It's therapy session for us. Before I go into any of these audios, I want to give a shout out to Walt Chisholm, who was out there on Media Row for the Super Bowl week, and also salute to my guy Jay Tuck. Man, those are the two that I could identify out there. But you know, Jay Tuck posted a lot of great pictures of him. And he's been around the corner with a lot of great guys, man. And salute to Jay Tuck. If you guys don't know who Jay Tuck is by now, then I don't know who you are, you know. So find Jay Tuck. Make sure you follow him. Support that brother, because he went out there and he didn't do a good job. He did a great job. So salute to him. And I see how valuable now the media row is, right? And we were granted or given opportunity to be out there. Shout out to my guy, 2 Live Craig. He was out there. Shout out to Robert Richards, man. He was out there. Salute to Mercy as well for all of the hidden work that she do behind the scenes. They're getting all of these things together. But I want to say this, though. For what J Tuck is doing is remarkable, and I want to give the man his flowers, in the words of the playmaker, and I know he will appreciate this.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
Yes, indeed. So if y'all find J Tuck, tell him, man, tell him just like this. Law said you wasn't doing a good job at all, man. You was doing a great job, man. Do it just like that to him. CFO gang. Yes, indeed. CFO gang. Gang. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. But let me see if I can find out where I was at. Okay. All right, so Micah Parsons said that he want to change culture, and that's a situation that he's already established a different culture. And not just for the Cowboys, but he expound on it for the league. Micah Parsons is doing some generational stuff on the field, and he's also doing generational stuff off the field, if you know what I mean. But let's listen to some of these legends on how my guy, Jimmy Johnson, changed culture and made sure that these guys were held in check and under a certain accountability. Let's listen to this right quick.
I'll never forget the one time we did lose to Washington. There was a little noise on the plane.
Before Jimmy went off.
He came back there. He had just got done watching the live feed. Call out no names,
Right, but it was everybody. Everybody hears over. Shut up and shut up.
Say another word, I'm going to cut you before the plane lands. We sit back there like this. Damn.
What y'all gonna do now?
We talking like
you either whoop these jokers or we gonna deal with that joker. Let's go. And it was always easy.
Ooh. He said either we gonna deal with these jokers or deal with that joker. I was telling y'all, and I'm not putting this dude on a pedestal or anything. I'm not saying that he will be able to establish and do these type of things, but at a smaller level, Mike Zimmer may help to a small level. Like he's not in the same room as Jimmy Johnson, but maybe they in the same neighborhood. He's the first house when you turn into the neighborhood. But Jimmy Johnson is the house way in the back where everything is just different. They ain't on the same street. You get what I'm saying?
Just whoop their ass. Get on that plane and get us some to eat.
Exactly.
It's
one of those things where you rather go outside and whoop somebody behind and then come back to the house and say, Mama, we did what we needed to do.
Can we get something to eat now?
Can we get something to eat now?
But it was serious.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, honestly. If you don't hate losing to that degree, and sometimes you got to help instill that in people. I keep talking about it. Dallas Cowboys have enough skill. It's about the will.
Now, that's the only part that I disagree with the playmaker on. The Cowboys have enough skill, but do they have the will? Hey, you can have all of the will you want out of Marquise Bell and Damone Clark. It wouldn't have been enough. You can have all of the will you want, but sometimes it is what it is. Ladies say it all the time, and I asked them all year long. I asked every single one of them, and they all said, yeah, size matter. But you can talk about all of the movement you can do, all of the flexibility you can do, but at the end of the day, size matter. And the Cowboys, we didn't have the size. So you can do all what you say. Hey, man, I got the will. Yeah. But do you have the size, the fortitude to hit something and make them say, you know what, we going to check out of this. We're going to do something else, and we're not finna go down there. Sometimes you can hear that dog bark. Who been in some neighborhoods, you walking down the street, and that dog, and you like, hey, Nah, man, we ain't gonna go down that street, man. Last time, that dog jumped the gate. You know, and all we got is skateboards, man, and the bike that halfway work. What if he get out? So let's go ahead and do the alternate route. And then there's always somebody saying, well, I got the wheel. Let me go down there, man. You know. And that dog hopped that gate. Arr, 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 arr. That dog hopped that gate and run out to him. And then all of you hear is that, yeah, man, yeah, Smooth. He had the wheel and he had the heart and everything, but what happened to Smooth? Yeah, man, you know that dog. That dog got a Riggs. I'm getting too old for this. He tried to jump back on his bike. He did, but he didn't tie his shoelaces. Oh my gosh. And he was going downhill. The dog felt bad for him. The dog just sat there and watched. He didn't gobble him up. The dog just stopped and said, man, I'm going to let the concrete take him, you know. Yes, indeed. Yeah, y'all see what happened, you know. Y'all ever seen that dog was chasing somebody and then they fall real bad, so bad that dog said, man, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get back in my crib, man. I don't even, you know. And the reason why, do you know why they call it asphalt? Because when you fall, it's your ass. It is plus your fault. That's why I call it asphalt. Hey, and Law Nation was the guy was like, hey, make sure y'all young bloods out there, make sure you tie your shoelaces up, man, when you're on that bike. And they was like, F you, man, we don't need no shoelaces tied, man. This is a new style, man. Hey, tie your shoelaces up. And then sometimes they don't want to listen to us old folks, man. They talk about us. But all I was saying is that back in the days in 82, I fell off of a bike because I didn't tie my shoes. And I'm trying to tell these new kids, hey, tie your shoes before you get on the bike, because I'm just trying to help them out. But they didn't want to listen to us. And Riggs! He was gone. Cujo jumped the gate. Somebody right now like, man, I don't know what this dude is talking about, man. I'm gonna still ride my doggone bike with the shoelaces untied. And don't ever ride them bikes with them flip-flops too. Woo! You might think you're cool riding them bikes with flip-flops. And that's what the Cowboys did all year, man. They either rode the bike with the shoelaces untied, or they rode that bike with the flip-flops on, bro. And that's what happened. They stubborn. And all year we were saying, hey, Overshawn looking good, bro. If he's looking the best out there and he's the rookie, what do that mean for the other linebackers? Oh, man, Overshawn went down. The Cowboys ain't going to make no moves? Okay, all right. We like our guys? Okay, cool. You like those guys? Okay, all right. All right, we'll see. Hey, we got LVE. He got a better neck. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then week 3 happened. Still LVE. 255 yards. The Arizona Cardinals were still able to run on us, and we didn't pick up the phone. We didn't attempt to call anybody about linebacker. And matter of fact, people were still saying, wait till LVE come back. Shoot, what he gonna do with a half of a neck? Oh my goodness. We them boys. We got flip-flops on, baby. Wait till I get the Gucci's, man. Sure. I'm really going to be doing it up, baby, with the Gucci flip-flops. Yeah. Man, I'm just playing, though. And then we got rid of linebackers. That's the craziest thing. Ooh, that was the craziest thing. We got rid of. We can't make it up, but he talking about Micah Parsons talking about changing the culture. Oh my gosh. Somebody right now in the Jones office saying, hey, when LVE get back, the linebacker spot will be solidified. hey, don't worry about dancing into the free agency with the linebacker, Mike Zim. Mike Zim looking at them like, oh, hell nah, man, I can't do this. Nah. I got to go get me a true linebacker. And before I go further, no offense to LVE and Mama Van Der Esch, we love you over here. One love to you, Mama Van Der Esch. We love you. We ain't talking about your son. You know, we definitely not. But there was a situation. I think I shot the gun. Here we go. I want to play this one. Now, I learned that I can't play the visual because they will claim the visual. But I can play it without y'all seeing it. So y'all see them talking right now. So I'm going to take that away, and we're going to play it.
Like show us how your growth, how you dissected the game, what you thought we were in. Obviously made some great plays extending with your legs. What was your strategy, philosophy of how to break down our defense?
Yeah, man, I think the key for us going into the game was we needed to run the ball. Like that was a huge thing. Obviously, we played y'all the year before, and I felt like we ran the ball pretty well. So just going against y'all, I'm not trying to talk, but y'all linebackers, you know, I think y'all had a DB playing linebacker. I don't know, but
Dog. You want to change the culture, right? You got this dude literally talking about us to you in your face. You gonna let him just talk about smooth like that? You know, Damone Clark and Marquise Bell. You ain't gonna stand up like nah, dog. Marquise Bell held his own.
like that was our goal, was to be able to run the ball, and it was gonna set everything else up. And obviously, I think y'all biggest weapon is y'all pass rush. Great DBs over there too, but I feel like they rely on the pass rush. You know what I mean? When you got a great pass rush, you thinking the quarterback gonna get the ball out of his hands quick. And so we're able to, you know, take advantage of that by, you know, getting some chips on you, slow you down a little bit. D. Lawrence, slow him down a little bit.
The gift and the curse of a podcast. No doubt. That is the gift and the curse of a podcast. Let me know how y'all feel about that. That's the game plan. And matter of fact, it's been the game plan pretty much all year long since week 3. Whereas teams look at it and say, okay, all right, we can run on those boys. We can run on the edge. We can neutralize Micah Parsons to a degree. Either we let him run free to the quarterback, or we chip and try to release from him, or we know for sure that the Achilles heel of D-Law, that he can't get to the quarterback. He's allergic to the quarterback, but he for damn sure can stop the run. So why not run his way? You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. We run the opposite way, right? We run against the situation. D-Law, a phenomenal edge rusher on stopping the run. Micah Parsons, phenomenal edge rusher on the pass. So when it's time to run, we're going to run Parsons' way. We'll chip, hit, release, and then we'll get and scoot that way. And when it's time to throw the ball, we'll roll the quarterback Law's way. Law ain't going to do nothing. Shout out to the Laws, right? He ain't going to get to us. And if he's going to be the person that eat on sacking us, then we will live with that, as long as we don't let Lavin loose, right? So even in the parts of that conversation, Jay Love said what he said. I know I got to stand tall and take a few hits, but I trust my wide receivers, because all I'm doing is throwing it to a spot on the field. And if these DBs are so accustomed to the pressure getting there and them sitting on a few routes and picking it off, they won't have that, because I already have a predetermined nations of where I'm going with the ball. Yes. So in that video, I responded earlier this morning. I said these things. And I know somebody said, you're beating a dead horse. Parsons is now an edge rusher. He's not a linebacker. But I'm just going to say this. If Dan Quinn's saw that what happened in the first few series here. All he had to do, Dan Quinn, the sabotage man, all he had to do was say, hey, I get it. Parsons, you are not a linebacker that we think that you are, right? And you are the ultimate edge rusher. But for this particular game, I know for sure, just like that dog down the street, just, I know for sure you can be that dog that's better than a Marquise Bell. That's better than a Damone Clark. I don't care if he is a weak side, Sam, or even if he's a Mike. You put that brother in that spot, and he would do better than those two boys. There's nobody who can find me and out-debate me on that topic. I'll wait. I'll wait for the person who wants to challenge me on Micah Parsons versus Damone Clark, Micah Parsons versus Marquise Bell. If you are alive, find yourself over here on Law Nation Sports. I will put $1,000 down right now, and I'll put my money where my mouth at, and I will win 1,000 times. Marquise Bell, he ain't close to Micah Parsons nor Damone Clark. I'll win every time. It'd be like me taking money away from the baby. And even Parsons know that, right? He knows that. You know, somebody who never even touched the football knows that, right? Everybody knows that. But for dog sure, for what he got off of that front four, for what Parsons did, you might have, you could have at least said Sam Williams to do that. Sam Williams could do that, you know what I'm saying, what Parsons did against the Green Bay Packers. Dante Fowler could do that, what he did against the Green Bay Packers. I'm talking about Parsons. You get where I'm going at now? Even Golston could do what Parsons did in that Green Bay's game. Right? I mean, there's somebody, Cali Cowboy could, and I'm not beating up Parsons now. Matter of fact, we could have picked up the phone and said, hey, Terrence Parsons, man. Hey, what size you wear, man? You got a nice helmet. All right, come on down, man. We'll put you on a uniform off the street, and you could have did what your brother did, right? You know, you could at least got 2 tackles. And I'm not discounting Parsons, by the way. What I'm saying, and Fowler also, who else I'm leaving out? You know what I'm saying? If I'm leaving someone out, let me know. Yeah, I mean, I could have called Rhonda. We could have put Rhonda out there on the field, and she could have gave us 2 assisted tackles or something like that. 1 pressure. I'm just playing. Armstrong. Yeah. Rhonda like, nah, don't count me out, baby. I could have did that. But for what those linebackers were doing, come on, man, come on. You put that boy out there, Parsons, the Green Bay would have said, they got us. Let's revamp. Let's try to do something else now. Let's try to do something else, man. What's his name? Law said a ghost. No, Ghostin. Wait a minute. You know, Ghostin. What's his name? I forgot his name. Was it Chauncey? We could have called Chauncey up and said, hey, Chauncey. Fihoko, the junior. You could have called Fihoko or Simi could have did those things, man. You could have called Simi and said, hey, Simi, I know you play for the Chargers, man, but come on down with the ponytail and all. You can keep the ponytail. We'll put you on the edge, man. Come on, man. What you can do for us, man. Come on. Can you help a brother out? We just need 2 assisted tackles and maybe 1 pressure. Come on, baby. Fihoko was looking at it like, man, I could have did what Damone Clark did. With the ponytail and all, baby. Hey, low key, shout out to BLS. You know, Biatches loves sports, man. I love her channel. She did a research on Simi Fihoko, and even though he's with the Chargers, I think that Simi missed his calling. Simi started his career being a safety. He could have been like one of those boys that we see in Talafahu and all of them, Tyrus Wheat and all of those boys. Yeah, Perry Locke says, Law, that's why it's called chess match, moves and counter moves. Ooh, you got to philosophical.
He ain't lying.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. All right, so let me go to another audio clip that I want to pull up that I can find over here. Oh, while I'm doing this, ladies and gentlemen, for those who want to partake and debate me on that, or if you want to have a great time with everything, come on out tomorrow. We'll be in Arlington, Texas. It's the restaurant called Shakerton's, and we will have a great time out there. It's going to be at 1409 North Collins Street. That's in Arlington. 76011 is the address, and you can hit the phone line up, 682-248-3545. And I'm telling y'all, man, Shakerton's got a nice location, good vibes. We're going to have photos, food. We're going to have a little libations for y'all, music. We're going to have my homie Eldorado drop in, and we're going to have the VIP section. So if you love the VIP, hit us up there too. And on top of it, they got pizzas, they got sliders, man. They got a whole bunch of stuff, man. The food ain't good at all. The food is great. So y'all come on out and get some of this great food at Shakerton's, man. And we gonna talk Cowboys, but we're gonna be watching Kansas City Chiefs versus the Niners, man. And we're going to have a great time, man, out there at Shakerton's. And I can't wait to see y'all beautiful faces out there. Let me see if I can find this other audio, too, so we can get into this this topic line. I don't want to talk about that one yet. I hit the wrong one. Let me hit this one right here. Where is it at? Boom. It's one of these little audio clips. Well, I can go back here. We can go back here. Shout out to my guy, Martin Talk. Shout out to him. This is what I want to talk about right here. This is Cowboys legend, Hall of Famer, running back, Emmitt Smith. And he's talking about Mike Zimmer coming to the fold. And he wasn't aware that he oh, yeah, he coming back home? Let's go.
Well, how do you feel about Mike Zimmer that high? Are you a little excited about that?
Zimmer's coming home?
Yes, sir.
I cannot wait to give him a big hug.
See, now I got you excited about something.
Because I think we need some of that old school tradition.
Right.
Brought back into the mix. And is Zimmer that guy? He got great talent. I mean, trust me, Zimmer going to figure out what to do with that defense. And he's going to make that thing right. And if McCarthy and Zimmer can gel as head coach to head coach or head coach to defensive coordinator, we'll be fine.
Now there are some slight news out there, and let me know if that news was right, y'all. I'm about to say law, but y'all, let me know if that news is right. They said it's still not official yet. You know, Mike Zim, he still haven't signed ink on paper, and I don't want to be like the old Randy Gregory storyline. So y'all let me know whether or not is it true, because I haven't got time to flip through any other articles. Y'all let me know in the chat on whether or not did he ultimately signed or he's still waiting. The ink pen and ran out of ink. The contract is written up already, Scorpio. Appreciate you. So that if somebody else let me know, that means more than one person agree, right? Because my thing is, I don't want to go too deep into the situation here, the conversation. And okay, Jerry just waiting for after the Super Bowl to steal some of the headlines. Okay. Yeah. So in the aspect of if Zim is really here, they said he is signed. Okay. I just heard some rumblings like, hey, Law, he haven't officially signed yet, and, just wait on it, Law. But, technically, he is signed with the team. Okay, so we can start processing this team as a Mike Zim's defense, right? So, yeah, shout out to your 209 Honda Civic. Shout out to your 09 Honda Civic, baby. Yeah. So, this will be a Mike and Mike, offense and defense. So what we're looking for this defense to do is getting back to the basics. One of the things that I would tell y'all, that if this team is true to what they say they are, and this is a long soliloquy from my guy, Micah Parsons, and shout out to Stargazer. She made the Cowboys wire, so shout out to her and we going to play some of this. But it says, as usual, Parsons wasn't shy about offering an opinion. And then he talking about, for me, we got to establish our culture. We got to identify ourselves as captain early in the season, he said. Now, we need to paint a better picture of who we want to be. Fix our mistakes. People need to have way more accountability. I just think we let things slide too often because we know we're good. Those are the words of Micah Parsons. First and foremost, I think that he's right. He needs to establish something early. And what Mike McCarthy need to do is do away with that bull sugar stuff that he do, rotating captains every week. 1 week, 40 ounce was a captain. Next week, the dude Sam Williams was a captain. The next week, the safety was a captain, Curse. And then the next week, Kevontae Turpin was a captain. No, identify your captain. I captain, however that saying goes, and let them be your captains for the entire year. Normally, it's your quarterback. If he got the C on his chest, you can't get everybody that role, Mike McCarthy. Those are things that he got to go back in and identify and snatch the C's off of everybody else's chest and say that there's only going to be a few captains that we signed, whoever did the best in training camp, or whoever did the best in whatever preseason game, and then let that be your captain. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all let me know if I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what I'm talking about. Every week they rotate the captains. That ain't good for culture. You know what I'm saying? That just building this environment like the participation award. Everybody get an award. No. Captain spot should be a privileged spot where you earn. And now that you got the C on your chest, everybody, when it's time for you to talk, they hush their little mouths and they listen to you. Queen, shout out to you, says, Law, I just want to toss this out there because I just watched Boss's latest video. Emmitt Smith. Ooh, wait a minute. What did he say? Oh, and I thank you so much for the $20 holler, man. Good Lord. God, dog. Now, I have to call him personally because you don't talk about my running back like that. Come on, man. He says, Emmitt Smith. You got to provide some context with that. Ooh, wait a minute. Now, them fighting words right there. I'm to the belief we wouldn't have those 3 Super Bowls if it wasn't for Emmitt. Oh, my gosh. Shoot. Yeah, we wouldn't have those 3 of them. No. In what context are they talking about? I need the context. Let the AI speak on it, too. Go ahead, lady.
QWN Cowboy Sports $20. Law, I just wanna toss this out there because I just watched Boss's latest video. Hashat and Emmitt Smith.
Man, ooh.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Man, y'all getting
Swallowed up.
What's wrong with y'all, man? Oh, wait a minute. How y'all gonna say F Emmitt, man? Oh, man, what in the world is going on, man? What in Epstein Allen is going on over here? What in the world is going on? Bohemian Grove, Illuminati stuff is going on right here, man. What is going on? Watch the Emmitt interview. Okay, let me see. Y'all be sure to send me the link to that interview, by the way. But let me just say this though. Let me read the rest of this, man. Y'all threw me off, man. When y'all said that hurt, man. That hurt real hard to the core right here. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. All right, so I'm just gonna skip past all of this. I don't want my hooked on funny guys to get me bad. As accountability, Parsons and Lamb both harped on penalties as reoccurring issues. They even suggested that they, as veterans, could take more proactive role and discipline the younger teammates who committed penalties in camp, for example. first and foremost, before I read it, let me go and read this. But on the second most penalized team in the league, Lamb was tied for fourth with most flags this season and 3 with his 6 penalties that were false starts. I'm going to say this, though. That goes back to if you rotating captains, then now everybody, I get it. Everybody get a voice to be heard, but not everybody deserve to be heard in a sense. Because the captain, if he's not the captain of the ship, and then somebody else is the captain, and when it's time for you to get out of that area where it's troublesome, right? And that person now with the C on his chest supposed to be the captain, but he just the false captain. And now the person way in the back that's not the captain telling the captain what to do, that throws off the ecosystem, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that not everybody is deserving to be the leader. It is a leadership by role. For example, when you are the alpha male, you are the alpha male. You don't change into the beta male, or you don't change into one of the other males. No, you are the alpha male because you are. You are the captain because you are. You are the head coach because you are. You are the defensive coordinator because you are. You are the general manager because you are. Oh, I get it. Oh, it hit me so hard. Oh, it hit me so hard. Don't y'all want to know who changed their hat every 10 to 15 minutes? You see, the identity of the team of the Cowboys in the early 90s took on the identity of Jimmy Johnson. And you see the fear that Jimmy put on those boys were more or heavier than the opposing team. Because if they lose against said team, that's only for 3 hours. They had to go get on the airplane with Jimmy. They had to go back to practice with Jimmy. But the person that changed his role every 30 minutes to an hour is Jerry or Gerald Wayne Jones. You see, you could be talking to him and he could be the owner. You could be talking to him and he could be the general manager. You could be talking to him, he's the coach. You can be talking to him, now he's evaluating you. You could be talking to him, now he's your buddy. You're sipping some Johnny Walker Blue. You could be talking to him, and now he's inviting you on a helipad or a helicopter, whatever he got. You know, you could be talking. So he changed his role. And I'm not beating him up because his son is the same way as well. The son is the same way. The son, Stephen Jones, he talked 2 or 3 times a week. Have you noticed that? So it's just not a Jerryism. It's also a Jonesism, because you got Jerry Wayne Jones talking 2 or 3 episodes a week, and now you have Stephen Jones talking 2 or 3 episodes a week. You don't hear from Charlotte unless they have some big reveal of some artwork or stuff. You don't hear from Jones Jr. because he's just a silent dude. I don't even know what he sound like. I would love to hear what he sound like. He might sound like a mixture of Jerry and John Stephen. We don't know. But we do hear from those two. And now we seeing that philosophy trickling down. I wonder if I can just pull Mike McCarthy to the side and say, hey, dog, talk to me, Big Mike. Was it your idea to rotate these captains, or was it from above? Come on, man. What's your philosophy and principle with that? You want everybody to be on the same page? I get that. But at sometimes, that's why the steering wheel got one steering wheel on it. It don't have 2 of them. It don't have 3 of them. You know, you don't have one in the back, because when you do that, when the person get used to driving, they going to want to drive again. And then they're going to think what they said and what they do is right. and they don't have no reason to be there. All right, let me see if I can find some of that audio y'all talking about, man. Emmitt Smith, one of the greatest running backs of all time, man. I can't believe y'all, man. I can't believe y'all. I know it's somewhere around here. Let me see. I think I had it over here. It was on somebody's page. Oh, I'm going to do a Stargazer page. Here we go.
Because of how long you've been doing this with us. But the big Dak discussion seems to, he finished second in MVP last night. Right. The whole thing, Emmitt, seems to boil down to, amongst fans and media, is he going to crumble in the playoffs? Does he have a mental block? Does he have the yips? Great regular season type numbers. What do you do with extending him and all that stuff? Where do you stand now when it comes to Dak?
Is this what y'all talking about?
One better. Period. Not without developing them.
Yeah.
And as we talked about, the league, there's so much turnover right now. Who are you going to get to develop? You don't have time to develop someone. He's already your guy, and he's shown you that he can get it done. It's about preparation and that mental toughness that has to be developed throughout the whole entire team. And that you got to build those calluses, man. The calluses to the point where
show them your feet, Chop.
Full of calluses.
Drop some of that on it.
Get the alcohol burning on, wasted on that.
No, I mean to me, it is it's not that we don't have the talent. We've had the most talented teams for a long time.
Yeah.
It, to me, is the mentality and the focus of the whole entire organization. And I don't want to make no excuses for nobody. And including the organization shouldn't even be making excuses for themselves.
Yeah.
You have established a level of greatness. What have taken you away from that?
Yeah.
What are we're so good now at picking, and you got great guys that's bringing in the right talent. But how do you develop that talent and make that talent, help that talent come together?
Last football thing, we have to get your reaction to the news last night. The Metro.
Hey, I ain't see nothing wrong with what he said. Let me see. Let me click on this one. All right, let me click on this one.
Together, just
nobody wants to fight hard.
Let me break this one down first before I click on this one, because you talk about culture. And shout out to Stargazer. Great job with doing this. And she says another great Cowboys. Emmitt Smith says Dak isn't the issue. I mean, and he's our guy. At this point, I love when people say, hey, I have no faith in Dak. That's cool, right? That's cool. But the organization built it that way, right? They had no faith in Dak, but they depend everything on Dak, right? There's no other fear of this team. Nobody feared Tony Pollard. Nobody feared, and Tony Pollard so out of the loops of everything, he didn't even know Dan Quinn was fired, right? So that let me say, hey, man, what's going on with him, right? But neither here nor there. Teams didn't fear the run. I can tell you one thing. When Roger Staubach played, they feared the run. And he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all times. Not just in the Cowboys world, but in the NFL. And he had to fear the run. Where's our Tony Dorsett at? And I will fight anyone, you know what I'm saying, to say, hey, man, Tony Pollard is equivalent to Tony Dorsett. No, stop it. When Troy played the game, Troy Aikman, number 8, they feared the run. And he's one of the greatest quarterbacks who ever graced this planet, right? And especially put silver and blue on. Now, the only time that people really feared our run was in 2016, pieces of 17, because we had on the field, off the field with Ezekiel Elliott, and they for dog sure by the time 2018 came, they was like, all right, well, sure, we'll just load the box. Because they didn't have no outside weapons. It's like at the moment we get things going, now Zeke don't have no on the field, off the field issues. We didn't have no outside weapons. We had Cole Beasley and a gang of other guys who was undrafted. I believe it was also Michael Gallup rookie year. And then we were 3-5, and they picked up the phone and said, all right, let's go get Amari Cooper. And that's when the team said, you know what? damn the Cowboys. They throwing it all over the field on us, man. We don't know how to stop them. And then we played against Eberflus, and Eberflus gave the teams the game plan. The Cowboys soft, couldn't stop the run, and the Cowboys don't run the ball on a every down other basis. We became a pass first team versus a run first team. And once he put that blueprint out there, that's what the Rams did. They pulled up the blueprint. But neither here nor there. I agree. At this point, the Cowboys got to say that Dak is their guy, unless they organically tank this thing and say, okay, we'll roll with what we got and we'll keep things pushing. Yep. DeMarco Murray had one good season a couple times. Yeah, Jesse. Jesse right there, 1,000% right. The craziest thing of it all, how many seasons did Tony Romo played here with the Cowboys? Can y'all put down 10 to 14? Can somebody put that down? Oh, I'm finna get y'all with this one. How many seasons did Tony Romo play for the Cowboys? Watch I get them. Watch I get y'all. Watch I get those who can't stand the quarterback that plays now for this team. Watch I get them. How many seasons did Tony Romo play for the Cowboys? I'm waiting for you. Y'all don't know? Okay, 12, 13, 14. Okay, Reb says 14. Okay, out of those seasons, 13 to 14-ish. So out of those seasons, which one was his best season? Which one was his best season? Which one was his best season? Which one was his best season, y'all? Come on, baby. Come along, my friends, come along and get on and ride this train. Come on, baby. Ooh-wee. Well, I see y'all. Okay, so majority wins. 2014. That's one season. 2014. All right. We got that out the way. In 2014, who won Offensive Player of the Year? I want to know. I need to know. Who won Offensive Player of the Year? OPY, OPOY, however it goes. Yeah, OPOY. Who won Offensive Player of the Year? Come along, my friends, come along and get on and ride this train. Come on, baby. Yeah, I got Rev right there with the answer. Yeah. DeMarco Murray. All right, so he had 1,800 yards, and everybody still talk about Tony Romo's 2014 season. On top of that, let me put the extra icing on the top of this cake. Yeah, it's a sheet cake, so it ain't that good, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Put this little icing on it. It can be buttercream, it can be whipped icing. Y'all let me know what type of icing y'all like. But I want to say this. How many times did he throw for 300 yards or more in 2014? How many games he played? And y'all put that down, too, in 2014. Come on. Woo! Come along, my friends, come along and get on and ride this train. Come on, baby. Yeah! I've seen some people put some answers down there. Come on, baby. Come along, baby. Come on. You see some twos, some ones. Yes, not many. So what it is, ladies and gentlemen, people got hooked on and latched on these gaudy stats, and they sunk their teeth into quarterbacks throwing for 300, 400 yards a game and these sorts of things, and all you needed was run game. If you run the ball and have the fear of the run, force a loaded box, your quarterback don't even need to throw for 300 yards because he did it for what, one time, two times, once or twice in a 14-week, 15-week, whatever. I think he played all 15 weeks that year, whatever it may be. He didn't need for 400 yards because you had the run game. Now, the craziest thing of it all, we have found a good solution in the philosophy and principles with this. And Tony Romo, he's a great guy because he checked out of most of those plays. And remember, we talked about so many times where we'd get one thing going and the other not there. That was the year, we didn't have D-Ware here. We just didn't have a god doggone defense in 2014. I mean, Aaron Rodgers in that game, of course, Dez caught it. It took the NFL 3 to 4 years to realize it, and we knew it that day, but that's a whole nother conversation. The man was out there with one leg. The game shouldn't have been close from the get-go. But we couldn't put pressure on that brother at all. And we couldn't still stop the run even that year. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. Come on. So what I'm saying here, give Dak Prescott 1,800 yards, man. Sheesh. Give Dak Prescott a DeMarco Murray type of running back that can give you 1,800 yards, man. Shoot, they can block and put down inside. Shoot. Give him one of those things, man, and tighten up this defense, baby. Ooh. Hey, man, tighten up this defense, man. You tighten up this defense. You give this doggone team a running back. My only thing is, will Mike McCarthy stay true to running the ball? That's the only thing. But should you give him a running back? Yeah. DeJuan says Orlando Skadrick was our cornerback too. Yeah. That was Zeke. Here's my disclaimer with Zeke. Somebody said, because I said this on one of my live feeds earlier, I think that he was one of the most wasted picks that we ever had. Not because of his skill set and talent, because who was really driving at the time. We had Jason Garrett as our head coach. If we put Zeke with a formidable head coach, even if we put Zeke with a youthful Mike McCarthy, oh my goodness, we would have had better chances, man, on this team doing some crazy things. Jason Garrett can't find a job. Scott Lanahan, Callahan, Parahans, whatever his name is, can't find a job, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. And the only reason why Kellen Moore got a job is because the Eagles trying to do anything and everything to be like the boys. That's the only reason why he got a job. Yes, indeed. But at the end of the day, Zeke Prime, 16, 17, which was tarnished a little bit by the front office, not front office, but the big front office, Roger Goodell and stuff, because he allegedly had these accusations and all of this stuff, and he shouldn't be penalized for alleged stuff, but that's a whole nother conversation. 18 and then 19, that's when his numbers dropped off because even the owner was talking about Zeke who, and on top of that, we had a different play caller who didn't even understood what run plays means, and his name is Kellen Moore, but that's a whole nother conversation. AJ Meadows says, people say, well, Pollard had 1,000 yards, but no shade to Pollard. It didn't feel or look like it, Come on, AJ. We got Mama Pollard watching, but we're just going to say this right here. In the 16th week, Pollard wouldn't get 1,000 yards, though, No shade to Pollard, though, Here's my thing with Tony Pollard. For what the cards were dealt that he played with, he didn't have a lot of spades, man. He didn't have a lot of spades in that hand. It was idiotic. It was idiotic for the Cowboys to franchise tag him. And I got some more inside information, but I can't say it yet. It's too soon. About how that franchise tag thing went down. I can't say it's too soon because he didn't give me the green light to talk about it. But it was idiotic of the Joneses to allow that young kid to play on a 10.1 or 10.5, whatever $1 million contract that was for 1 year. They should have put him on that thing. And when they looked at that market and they saw the numbers when the other running backs started getting signed, they should have gambled a little bit and just put him out there back to the open market, right? Or, put a tender on him. If a team really want him, they had to give you a second or a third. You could have did that with him, But they put him out there and they said, you know what, we don't want you to see the open market. They had to understand, man, he was damaged, man. When you see that car and it gets off the lot, as soon as you drive off the lot, the value depreciate. But also, and you got to look at these guys from two things, the business aspect of it, and then you got to also naturally look at it from a personal human aspect, but then you got to lean on the business aspect of it. If I go to the store, Best Buy, Walmart, Targets, wherever it may be, and that TV got a little scratch on it, I ain't finna pay full price. Shoot. Nah, shoot. We gonna go, hey, manager. And the manager got ways that they can always knock it off anyway. You know what I'm saying? So some people rub that item anyway, rub it up a little bit and say, hey, man, it's damaged good. Cowboys paid full price for damaged goods, man, and couldn't prorate it, couldn't spread it out. That $10 million, you could have spread that out and got somebody, right? That's all I'm saying. And Pollard next season, this season, 2024 season, he may just be as good as he was before the injury. But that's a whole nother storyline. AJ says, we wasted Zeke Prime. We got pass happy in 17-19. Here's what I'm going to say about 17. They allowed the media, because the media controls the temperament of the boys. And we're going to go back to Culture Boy. I told y'all it was going to be a long show. I wanted to be short, but I knew it was going to be long because I didn't talk to y'all in a few days on this podcast, in the podcast room. They allowed the Colin Cowherds of the world. That's why I can't stand Colin Cowherd. You know what I'm saying? He could offer me a lot. He could offer me the whole bag to come join this nation. Nah, dog, I'm good, man. I get it out of the mud my own way. Nah. Colin Cowherd called me tonight. Nah, man, I'm good. Because he planted that seed on Dink and Dunk, Dak, and all of that whack stuff, and I couldn't stand him for that. Because that's the same thing that most of these great quarterbacks do, is dink and dunk and all of this stuff. But he coined the phrase dink and dak. And I said, man, this old crazy broomstick nose, one-eyed, it was just crazy how he just kind of just picked and probed at the dude about dinking and dacking. And then that offseason, all that they was talking about, yes, he can throw for 300 yards. That was the measuring stick. Can he throw for 300 yards? And then when he threw for 300 yards, then people tried to move the goalpost again. So it should have been called move the goalpost Dak. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this is the truth of it all. This is the realest of it all. We just cared about winning the game. The people that was mad and angry and upset at how he got his rolling spot and was still mad about that playoff game, they should have been moved on. But the heat that Dak Prescott got, shoot, he was getting it in 17 because I was on this YouTube circle and there were people sending me death threats about Dak. And I'm sitting like, wait a minute, I never even met the dude at the time. But people were passionate about getting rid of the quarterback then, So it never changed. It never changed. From 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's still the same hate. hatreds. I haven't seen no one really absolute change over here on the YouTube circle or in the Facebook world and Instagram. I get the same people that it was customary that they talk bad about the quarterback. And when they talk about other quarterbacks, oh, man, give him time to grow and develop. Man, this is only year 2 for him. This is only year 3 for him. Justin Herb is still getting passes. How many years Justin Herb been in the league, right? But neither here nor there, that Dink and Dak stuff, let him do that. That's what I was saying in 2017. But that's a whole nother story. Glenn Capers says this offseason, Mike McCarthy has to get in the lab to develop a run scheme. He should be as serious about blocking scheme as he is about passing concept. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh my goodness, yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness, yes, indeed. In 17, let me go back to 17 because I know that was many moons ago. But people were saying, hey, it's good, but can he do it without Zeke? It's good with what he's doing, but can he do it without a Dez Bryant, right? It's good with what he was doing. So people with the Cowboys, we are not eligible to have good toys. We are not eligible to get things going because this is the situation. The Dallas Cowboys, the moment we get something, they talk about trading it away, get multiple draft picks. They are doing it the same way now. AJ says, we're the biggest fan base in sports. We are going to have a casual fans that think tanking is getting rid of quarterback is a serious strategy. Yeah. Ooh. Wee. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they think tanking is a good way. But that's a whole nother storyline. Oh, my goodness. All right, let me get to this point right here with what Emmitt said because I'm still mad at y'all, man, talking about get rid of Emmitt. Well, F Emmitt, let me see if I can find it. Y'all bear with me. It's somewhere I was on one of them doggons. I think it was this one right here. Yeah. Stargazer says, the Cowboys have culture issues. New media been saying this, but I'm glad the former player are really calling out this for this year, I believe. That's how she was trying to say it from here. Let's listen to it.
Nobody wants to fight hard no more.
But it works.
No one wants to fight hard anymore. They want to, we are the Cowboys.
Tell me how good I am.
Tell me how good I am. Check out my Instagram post.
Right.
See me here on my podcast. Right. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm everything.
Right.
Without doing anything.
Right. Yeah.
So, and everybody's patting them on the back without doing anything.
Right.
People want to give them so much without doing nothing.
Right.
And what they're living off of is what happened in the past.
Right.
Not what's going down right now. They're not establishing their own legacy, let alone building off of the legacy that was established. When I got to the Cowboys, I knew one thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew I could not disappoint Tony Dorsett as a running back. And I knew I could not disappoint Robert Newhouse as a running back.
Woo!
Or Calvin Hill. Or let alone Bullet Bob Hayes.
Bullet Bob Hayes because of 22.
Then I knew I could not disappoint Captain Comeback, Roger Staubach, Ed Too Tall Jones.
Yeah.
I embraced the history of who we were because I loved them as a Cowboy when I was a kid myself. So when I got there, it's like, shoot, we ain't going to be 1-15.
Right.
My mind was already on that. And I knew Michael Mine was on it.
Yeah.
Jimmy Mine had to be on it.
Yeah, so that's what I say, too. Like, the coach has got to be a part of that, right? And not putting up with nonsense.
Don't
Is that where you're
going?
going?
No BS.
Right.
And at the end of the day, when you see a legendary defensive end like Charles Haley, who's a Hall of Famer, working with Leon Lett, Tony Tolbert, Tony Casillas, and Chad Hennings, Jimmy Jones, and other players, working with them, teaching them to swim things. He's working with them to make them better, so he become better. He's not worrying about competing against them.
Yeah.
But when you see that, you see greatness. And that's why that team was so good defensively. Then when you see Deion come in, he could have came in Deion Neon.
Right.
But he didn't. He came in playing ping pong with everybody. Whoever wanted to play ping pong, he played with.
Bring it. Right.
Bring it on.
Yeah,
it was competition. Dominoes was being played between James Washington and myself, defensive players, offensive players, and they getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Things that brought us together are things that I think is missing within the locker room.
Yeah, I hear you. Everybody's got their own life. I got to go here.
Yeah,
I got this party. I got
this
Instagram people over here. I hear you, man. It is.
where were he wrong at, though? For what he's talking about on today's topic, I don't see anything wrong. Now, if you read it in between the line, there's only two Cowboy players with a podcast, Jonathan Hankins and Micah Parsons. Rick! Emmitt, you aging like Danny Glover. Riggs! I guess Troy's Mel Gibson. Riggs! I'm trying to figure out what y'all mad at him about. Now, granted, he did come out, and I seen somebody talking about, he should have taken the hometown or the home team discount, and he was talking about Dak Prescott during the time. And I want to commend Emmitt, though, because as of lately, he's been speaking phenomenal, on the mic and everything. Because who remember when Emmitt first got out of NFL and they brought him on to ESPN, and oh boy, he wasn't putting these sentences together. So maybe it's the tequila, tequila, boy, that doggone liquor may be making him talk better. I don't know. But I'm going to tell y'all this, man. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with what he's saying right now about everything. And so I think I 1,000% agree with him. If you want to change the culture, the best thing you need to do, and I'm not only basing this off of Micah Parsons, but take that mirror, put it in front of you, and look and do a self-inventory of yourself. And there are things in this football, in this sport, you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice something. Hey, man, let's go out and, let's go chase these skirts. Nah, man, I got to sacrifice. Hey, man, let's go and see who can drink up all of these gallons of alcohol. Sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice. Hey, man, let's go partying. Let's go clubbing. Sacrifice. Hey, man, let's go do 2 or 3 hours talking about this. Sacrifice. You're going to have to make the necessary sacrifices, unfortunately. You're going to have to, and I'm not saying that these players not doing this, because these guys to play at that level got to be the world's most fit people out here. Queen says she sent me a DM. Let me see what she sent. So there's going to be a sacrifice that you're going to have to give up in order to get what you want. That's just the reality of it. And until you realize that, you're going to be spinning the block or spinning in the mud doing the same thing over and over again. So she says, listen to this interview, go to the 19-minute mark. All right, so yeah. I'm gonna load that one up right now, and we're going to get right to it. But at the end of the day, these players got to ultimately make that sacrifice. They got to be willing to pull the trigger to get those things that they want. If not, then they'll be trying to do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. There'll be times whereas you have to look at it from a leadership role and say, I want to do this, but unfortunately I can't do this. Why? Because it's going to set the wrong table that people are going to eat from, that I don't want to eat from and don't want to eat of. So those are things that matter, unfortunately. I'm trying to look for this audio clip, so y'all bear with me while I pull this audio clips together. But ladies and gentlemen, these are the realities of it. And if the Cowboys don't have that work from within mindset, then they're going to be doing the same thing over and over again, expecting these different results, and then they're going to get mad at these results of them things happening the same way. And it starts from leadership. Who is your true and true leader? Who is your true and true dog that you're going to listen to when it's time for you to pull it together? And then they're going to sit there and say to you, well, I wanted to do it, but I'm seeing how you doing it, So that's another issue there, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me while I'm looking for this audio, y'all, and it's gonna fit right on in of let me see if I can find it, man. Come on. It will fit right on in right now if I can find it. If I can find this audio. Matter of fact, let me squeeze over to what she sent me, and I'm gonna let it play though, and then we're going to squeeze right in to me finding this audio. She says, fast forward to the 19-minute time. Yeah, money do talk.
Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports.
All right, so
and today we gonna be dealing with something that it's gonna have a couple of curves to it. So you gotta definitely stay with me as I break this down. You said to the
19-minute marker.
And this has something to do with Darren Woodson. Okay. Because we know he got snubbed again.
Yeah.
Right. Jerry Jones, a hometown discount for the greater goal of hoisting the Lombardi. Man, let me, before I read that next part, let me tell y'all something. You're a fool if you think giving them a discount is going to guarantee you hosting the Lombardi.
Okay.
You a fool. See, if you give them a discount, the question is, will they even spend it? You'll give them a discount and they won't even go all in. So that logic never connected. Goofy logic. People, he need to be like Tom Brady. Well, Tom Brady was on teams that was willing to spend big. Yeah.
And let me say this too. Tom Brady had a billionaire wife too. You know, I don't know. Hook Dak up with a billionaire, but he's already taken that though. But you know, he ain't got one of them though. But keep going.
We're not. We go do budget value free agents, marshals. That's what we go do. We not gonna go to Neiman Marcus. We not gonna go all in, even if it's a couple of pieces. We go our version of all in, which is value free agents and former greats. So why would you do that? Like, the only way I would ever consider giving Dallas a team discount is I would have to be in the personnel room and I would have to get at least 3 picks in the draft myself, and I would have to get 3 free agents that I handpick. Other than that, I'm not giving them no discount. Yeah, my money with your brains, and I see what you do with your brains. You don't do good things with my money and your brains. So why would I do it? So then Wilson said, no, hell no. Wilson answered, this is a capitalistic society.
It is.
This is America.
Why
does
Jack?
he have to take less? We are not expecting others to take less. We didn't ask Carson Wentz to take less. Why should Dak be that guy to take less money?
I'm still looking for that audio, y'all. Y'all bear with me.
The big thing that some people might have missed. When he said what he said what he said while working in Frisco in Jerry's building. He said, I am in Jerry's building overlooking the practice field and I see it for myself. So this man has so much character that even though he's in a commercial building where the owner of that building can refer him commercial deals that can put millions in his pocket, he said hell no for what was right.
Oh, hell no.
That's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with Darren Woodson. I honestly can't say the same with Emmitt. I just can't. So, like I say, if Emmitt is the first to say it, I'm not going to say nothing. But if he echoes something that somebody is saying and he's saying the same thing, then I will consider it. It's been too many faces I've seen with him. It's just too many faces. Darren Woodson his character has been consistent. His word has been consistent. This man has played with millions to say what was true and honest and right. He did not bend the knee to money. It says a lot about who he is as a person, a man of extreme character. But see, I remember some of y'all forgot. Emmitt was out here. I love Jalen. And see, I love him. See, y'all remember that. That was just last year. I love him. And then told Cowboy Nation, y'all need to shut up.
Still can't find that doggone video.
Hell no.
So,
Looking for it.
Over the years, let me just be honest. I've had heroes. Some of these guys obviously was my heroes and are my heroes and looked up to them. But some of that star have dimmed. And some of those stars have grown stronger. I'm going to be honest. The star for Emmitt has dimmed for me. It is dimmed. So when y'all send me stuff on Emmitt, yeah, I'm going to look at it, but I'm not going to be enthusiastic about it. But Darren Woodson, his star has grown. He has supplanted, which is my all-time favorite, James Washington.
James
Going
Washington.
Forward, if somebody asks me, who is your favorite Dallas Cowboy player of all time? I used to say without blinking, James Washington. And I would even say as a player, he's still my favorite player. But my favorite Dallas Cowboy from her on, it's Darren Woodson.
And I feel what he's saying, but Woodson won't have those 3 rings without Emmitt. You know, Cowboys probably would still won Super Bowls without Darren Woodson. Now I'm just being real with y'all on this one. Now Darren Woodson, Woody good. I ain't taking away from Woody and all of those boys, but Emmitt was different. And on top of that, I get with what he's saying. Emmitt, compared to Darren Woodson talking, ESPN held on to Darren Woodson for a long time because he knew how to talk. Now, come on now. Darren Woodson was a better communicator and a person that can really deliver his speeches a whole lot better than Emmitt, and Emmitt got better over the course of the years. Now, I'm not in the area to say that Emmitt is a sold or a paid actor. I'm not finna do that from his goodness and graces of his name. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, everything that Emmitt Smith just uttered just a few seconds ago. Come on, man. There's no way that we can say, all right, I'm only going to say that. I'm only going to listen to that and say just because he was wrong about those other things that he's not right about this thing. 2 things could be true. 2 things could be a situation that things could be right. Hey, if the kids are playing in the street and Emmitt saying, hey, get out of the street, and you look over and you say, hey, man, I don't really like Emmitt because, you know, for what he said a couple of days ago. But you better listen to the old man, you know what I'm saying? Because the cars are coming downhill and you got to get out of the street. It doesn't matter whether or not he said things wrong in the past. He are saying the right things right now. You know what I'm saying? And him in the playmaker or what they said. Now, we know, come on now, we know that the playmaker is forever indebted to the Joneses, you know, because he's the only guy. Let me look around, you know, in the tequila therapy, yes indeed, but he's the only player around that's on this earth that can stab a man in the neck with a pair of scissors. And how many days he spent in jail? Come on, man. So hey, I know for sure. But when the playmakers speak, he's at least speaking his mind to a degree too. But we know he put some cover on a lot of things. Come on, y'all know how that goes. But what did Emmitt say was wrong in the past? Well, Boss Cowboy is saying basically what Emmitt said in the past is for Dak to take the discount. And I get it. We all was looking at it like discount where he already took the discount, and I get it. And Darren Woodson stood tall and told Emmitt, nah, he what discount did Carson Wentz take? What discount other people took? And that's that old bull job that the 3-ladder to 4-ladder network tried to bestow upon all Cowboys fans, that this quarterback should take the home team discount because we need the money to do X, Y, and Z things. Because truth be told, the Cowboys were $90 million free of the cap space in 2019 heading into 2020. And what they decided to do is not spread that money out, but that what they did collectively is they franchise tag Dak, which is 32 or 35 million off the cap that year that you couldn't prorate or spread out or something like that. And then they spent some money on some crazy players. They brought in Everson Griffin and a whole bunch of other slew of guys, and they tried to make some Band-Aid moves, some Marshall moves, as my guy Boss Cowboy would say, TJ Maxx type of moves. Max, I meant the same type of moves, but it was enough to only hush the people, right? But absolutely what the Cowboys should have done before the start of 2019 is gave Dak Prescott one of those Carson Wentz / Jared Goff contracts. And I guarantee you, I don't have $1 million in my pocket, but I can go find some, put my name to credit or what have you, and put that up there. I guarantee you Dak Prescott wouldn't have had that no trade clause or no franchise tag clause on his contract. I guarantee you, if the Jones family would have said, okay, let's get in front of this, but keep in mind, everybody got paid before Dak Prescott. Jalen Smith got paid. Ezekiel Elliott got paid on his second contract. Did I say Jalen Smith already? Yeah. D-Law got paid. Everybody got paid before Dak Prescott. And those are things that always hinder this organization because no one paid the right persons first. Now, I get it. At the time, people were saying that Ezekiel Elliott was more valuable to this team than the quarterback, which we can really say, he earned his money, but he got paid twice before the quarterback got paid once, right? And here's the craziest thing. All of those players who stood in front of the quarterback to get paid, not one of those players stood out and said, hey, pay the quarterback. It was all me. Rico Gathers at that time was getting paid more money than Dak Prescott, right? I mean, somebody on the offensive line. Yeah, the offensive line players got paid. Yeah, believe it or not, La'el Collins got paid before Dak Prescott, right? So everybody got paid before the dude. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah. $100 million more valuable. Yeah. So the franchise tag is where the Cowboys went, and I don't know what the Cowboys are going to do for the 2024 season, but they got a $60 million note that they're going to get hit with if they don't extend, and they can't trade it away because he got the no trade clause on it, and of course it's not the end of his contract, so they can't even franchise tag him. But guess what? He got the no franchise tag on his contract too, so that contract is beating the brakes off the Cowboys right about now. Yeah. Law, as you say, they hustle backwards. Yeah. My guy sent me, y'all sending me all these interviews. I appreciate you, Coach Marv. Let me see if I can get to it. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in to this culture changing. Let's see right here. Boom. Yeah, they hustle backward real hard on that one. And there's no way you can really grow that way, and that's just the reality of it. There's no way that you can really grab faith and trust and confidence within the confines of this team that way as well. So, where you want me to fast forward to, Coach Marv? Because it's a 7-minute video. Where you want me to fast forward to? And I appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. I thank everybody for being part of this long conversation. I guess from here on out, when we have these conversations, we're going to always put Dak in the title because everything goes back to Dak. We could be talking about Parsons, and they're going to circle back to Dak. We could be talking about CeeDee Lamb. It's going to circle back to Dak. Appreciate everybody, man. Let's go. Let's see where you want to go to, Coach Marv. What minute mark you want me to go to? Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Be sure, man, if y'all in the Dallas area, Coach Marv says starts at the 1 minute mark. It's great. Okay, great. All right, before we click it over to there, let's pay some bills right quick. Shakerton's is where we're going to be at tomorrow, and they will provide an excellent performance for you guys for the Super Bowl. You will be able to be pleased with their foods, their service levels, and as well as the interaction that we will bring out there. Me and Ray, we established this nice, unique bond of podcasting, and we're going to be doing a live show out there. So you guys come out. I think Dak Attack is going to be there. We're going to have my guy from PFF. I think he said he's going to come out. Ben, salute to him. We're going to have some other content creators out there. We're going to have a great chemistry and camera works out there, and we're going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Spot On is going to be there. Tony Monk, appreciate him. He should come through, and we're going to talk about the Cowboys, free agent moves, defensive coordinations, as well as we're going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs versus 49ers. So y'all come on out to Shakerton's. The one in Arlington is 1409 North Collins Street. That's in Arlington, Texas, 76011. That's the area there, and we're going to have a great time out there. Also, it's going to be presented and provided to you guys by Prize Picks, and Prize Picks is where you can make an unbelievable fortune. Right now, you can go more or less off of passing yards, and they talk about a 0.5 for Pat Mahomes. If you guys follow my picks, I would take the more right here, and then I'll stroll down, and they got Christian McCaffrey with a 0.5, man, rushing, receiving a touchdown. So I'm going to take the more with this, man. This is like taking candy away from the baby, and all you have to do is take those type of things and go with it, man. And we're going to see what we're going to do. 20 get you 40. Let me see if I can put 30. I don't think they're going to let me do it on the promo. Let me see. Promo reel. Let's see if we can do 25 on that thing. Let's see what we got from here. And boom. You let me go through? Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's go. And let's share this entry, man. So for those who want to join Prize Pick, I put 25. Let's see if we can take $50 home. And if Prize Picks is in your area, let's go. And let's have a great time with all of this. Let me see if I can. There you go. Share my picks, man, and go ahead and get that 50. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the craziest thing of it all, ladies and gentlemen, with Prize Picks, using promo code LAW, 100% of your first $100 will be matched. So you can put more in there if you want to. More and more, more and more. Come on, baby. More. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Let's listen to these boys.
Okay, going into the Super Bowl, NFL legend and champion DeMarcus Ware hosting the Super Bowl Bowling Classic presented by
said
Pepsi
340
and Go
mark.
Bowling, and D. Ware sits down with you now here on 105 through the
a momentum that you can't just get during the season. You know, the last 3 or 4 games, that's when the character of the teams really come together. And they came down to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium and just made a name for themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm still like feeling it. I am the ultimate fan. Like a lot of people are like, oh, you played. No. I am pissed. I was there's no words that I can use right now on the air that can describe the way that I feel, but some changes are going to happen. I mean, we play so well during the year.
Yeah.
That's great. But how are we going to get to the postseason? I'm trying to get into the postseason where I can get me some nice tickets on the sideline. Where I can start getting me some, not traveling to Dallas, travel outside of Dallas and representing.
Yeah.
So,
we'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Emmitt Smith today came out against the coaches and said if he was GM, Mike McCarthy would not still be the head coach. Tony Romo said this team is too good to get this close and not eventually break through. Which one of those resonates more with you?
Both of them.
Okay.
Ooh. There's been some moments that even with Mike McCarthy, with clock management, time management, and I get it, that's what Emmitt Smith said. Now, I don't know whether or not, the Jones family heard that and he spoke freely about that. Or he undermining the Jones family about that. No offense to my guy, Balls Cowboy Sports. But, that's what he said. He said Mike McCarthy wouldn't be here. Now, the Cowboys got their ways, and I'll tell you guys this. that Mike McCarthy himself, he showcased us some good things, and he showcased us some bad, terrible things. And Emmitt have every right to believe it that way, because there have been moments in games where we sit there and say to ourselves, hey, man, we stare like bad chips, man, like a bag of bad chips, man, that's left open in the car. We stale. So, hey.
I'm not going to say that McCarthy won't be there, but I know that there will be some changes somewhere to build some more tenacity of the team.
Yes.
Because on the defense, the way that the defense played, I don't know if they were there or not. The whole game. Offense, they kept us in there enough. Yeah. But you can't do that if you played tremendous, 3 or 4 games before that, teams are maybe scoring maybe 10 or 14 points on you, and you're going to slap 27 at halftime. It doesn't work that way. So there will be some major changes, which I hope are going to happen this year, because the team is too good. I felt like this right here was our year. Not like every year is our year. No, I felt like this year was our year with everything that we had. You would have beat Green Bay. You probably would have played Detroit, which you already know played before. You're going to go play San Fran, which you lost 12-5 2-3 times, so this time you can beat them, beat Goliath, and then you be in the Super Bowl. I'm going back into some numbers. I started looking at some of this stuff. So hopefully there's some changes that need to be made, and let's not worry about feelings. Football isn't about feelings and emotions.
Shout out to you, Coach Mike.
Results.
No, not Mike.
So
Marv.
I want to ask one more, and you mentioned don't worry.
Shout out to you, Coach Marv, for that. And I like what he is. Ooh, it just hit me. Oh, it just hit me. Oh my God, there's a big one coming, baby. Oh my goodness. Ooh wee. And you're talking about culture changing. Who was a Micah Parsons before Micah Parsons type, far as doing weird stuff and doing crazy things and just being boisterous and being wild? Can y'all put DeSoto, Texas on? Or is he from DeSoto or is he from Duncanville? Von Miller. Ooh, we just hit me, baby. Who was that? Von Miller, I'm not saying that his game was exactly like Parsons, but I'm talking about his temperaments, y'all. I'm going to do Charleston White. I'm talking about his temperaments. And what did it take for him to get over the hump? DeSoto, he from DeSoto. Appreciate you. Shout out to the DeSotos over there. It took D-Ware. Remember when D-Ware got cut from the Cowboys, we got nothing in return. We normally don't get nothing in return. D-Ware, when he went to the Broncos, it was him and Von Miller together, and that opened it up for him, man. That made him turn the corner a little bit better. That made him get his mindset together. I think that whatever the Cowboys need to do for this offseason is, I'm not saying that this lion need to be tamed, but I'm saying that this lion needs somebody else to just come in and just set everything straight for him, you know? Oh, Von Miller could be that dude. Ramon, just bring Von Miller back, you know what I'm saying? I think time done passed him by now. I don't know, man. I don't think Von Miller's still Von and Miller, he just Miller, I don't know. But I think that we need something to just get him to open it up just a little bit from a leadership role. Let me, because this is what it was. D-Ware went to the Broncos. And all of us were sitting there like, I thought his neck wasn't good. I thought he was no more great. Come on, man. He had a bad neck, back, shoulder, and everything in the Cowboys. He went over there and rejuvenated in the Mile High Stadium, man. Come on, man. All right, let's listen to the end of it, Coach Marv. I'm going to listen to the end of it. It's about a minute and a half left.
About feelings. with Micah, I know you got a good relationship with Micah.
Mhm.
Is it fair to want more from him in those postseason games as well? Because I knew what we were getting out of you.
When you have a C on your chest, you're the leader of the team. And I don't care what other players think about me, because you nominated me to put the C on my chest. So when I say something, it goes. When I am not playing the way I need to be playing, which not going to be many times, I can be checked on that. But I expect a little bit more out of Micah. I do. I expect a little bit more out of DeMarcus Lawrence. I expect a lot out of the whole defense.
He putting cover on it. You saw how he did that? If he'd have stayed right there with Micah, then y'all would have came at him, man. Yeah, I didn't want all of the Parsons to come at him. But hey, Coach Marv, I appreciate you, dog, for sending me this stuff, man. This is some good stuff. This is better than TV, baby. This is better than any ESPN, CNN, Fox. This is good stuff, man. Oh my goodness, baby. yeah, this is some good stuff. What Riggs? Let me bring Riggs up. Riggs! Oh, yeah, this is good, Riggs. Oh my goodness, man. If Myles Garrett to the Cowboys is needed, oh my gosh, I would literally give up 2 first-round picks for Myles. Yeah. Bring Myles in, F them picks. Excuse my French. And you, oh my goodness, that would be the DeMarcus Ware to the Von Miller type of thing. Oh my goodness, that would be cheat code though. That would be ultimate cheat code.
That didn't play against the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, sir. That is tremendous, man. We thank you for your insights and your wisdom on this football team. You're the most popular guy on Radio Row here. We're getting the Wrap It Up sign. We'd love to keep you for 5 hours.
Man, my goodness, man. Oh man, Coach Marv, man, I thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, bro. I don't even want to do no more podcast show, man. I want to just go ahead and just marinate on what he said, right? And then come back and talk to y'all another 2-3 hours. Yeah, that was some good stuff right there, man. Man, it's good stuff. Let me see if I can find it now. I just had it. I think it's right here. All right. I'm trying to find the part where Emmitt Smith went crazy. Let me see if I can find it, y'all. I think I found it. That's some good stuff, man. I know it's a long podcast show today, but man, there's some good stuff here, man.
Hey, these cars, it could have been that way in the beginning anyway.
Hey, wait, what just?
It's going to gear up to bust you in your mouth. If we didn't learn that against the 49ers early in the season and we fought back against the Eagles and all that was great.
Let me see.
Not only for them, because they have it for themselves as well. Now, don't get me wrong when I say this. Players have a level of expectation for themselves and their performance level, but not just individually. I need everybody to perform as a team. Perform at a level that's respectable. Do not allow your honor to be disrespected the way they got bounced out of the playoff. To me, we had a couple of moments this year that really was a reflection upon either the lack of leadership, the lack of commitment from each other, and the lack of understanding that you just cannot put that stone in the side of your helmet and walk on the football field and expect other teams to roll over. Everybody's going to gear up to bust you in your mouth.
Yeah.
If we didn't learn that against the 49ers early in the season and we fought back against the Eagles and all that was great signs. But we didn't finish. You got to finish what you start. And to me, I don't know if this team was able to finish everything.
And the one thing I think is powerful, man, every time I talk to you, you talk about the power of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like that meaning, feel it. All right, higher or lower for the next one?
Higher.
I think this one, he gets an easy one. What's your favorite Super Bowl memory?
My favorite Super Bowl memory?
Let me see if I can fast forward it.
Memory was the very first one. The Chiefs has a lot of energy and not.
Amazing. All right, higher or lower on the 9?
I'm going to go higher.
He's going higher. Oh, it's lower. He gets another tough one. All right, we went from coach to quarterback. Is Dak Prescott the long-term answer in your mind for the Dallas Cowboys?
I think he's the best answer that we have right now, which makes him the long-term answer for us.
That's fair.
I can't think of no one else out there that I would want to go get that would replace Dak Prescott and the things that we've already started building with him.
All right, go higher or lower on this one?
Higher.
He's going higher than a 5 to 10. He gets it. All right, I've been asking Super Bowl guys this because I know you're not paying attention to the halftime show, but you are standing on the sideline during the national anthem.
Right.
Powerful moment. In your career, is there one national anthem you remember that just
Sideline.
incredible? Tell everybody what you're doing.
Yeah. And so,
man, I wasted my time watching that one. All right, so I wanted to play this one. I'm still trying to find that clip what people are so angry about Emmitt on. So this one says he unloads on Mike. Let me see if it's this clip, y'all. I'm gonna find that clip, man, because.
Welcome back to Maggie and Perloff. When we get a chance to talk to Hall of Famers like our next guest, it is our pleasure. It's Emmitt Smith who joins us now. Of course, the Dallas Cowboys, great. The Super Bowl MVP, the MVP, Rookie of the Year. How many accolades can we give to Emmitt? He's here on behalf of Narcan Nasal Spray, which is a very important
Somebody
thing.
got that clip. Y'all send it over to me, man.
Admiring some of our...
Let me see if I can fast forward.
Because of how bad it looked.
You got it, Coach Marv. Let me see.
An organization right now give the appearance of becoming a great organization.
See, I know Coach Marv got it.
And they sell everybody on it every year.
Emmitt, his frat brother, I know he got it. Shoot. Yeah. Emmitt, his frat brother. He said, I want to watch out for my frat, you know. No, that ain't it. That's, let me see. That's C.D. Lamb talking about that. You know, send me that Emmitt clip, and then I'm gonna play that one. Bro. But let me tell y'all something about this one though. If I can get to this audio, come on, got these doggone commercials on it.
So when you were going in these battles with Brady, did you ever verbalize it pre-snap?
Every play. I'm not playing with Brady. He know though, but that's the thing. Like Julian, like that's what we talk about. When Brady, he comes to the line, I'm telling you what you're running.
That's what you would say?
It's run.
You'd say that?
I'm telling you where it's coming. Yeah, it's like that was my secret sauce was I stayed up and played the game after 1990.
Listen to this.
When me and Peyton Manning was first at the Pro Bowls, old school Pro Bowls, and I never understood Peyton's wife. So cool. Oh my God, she's amazing, and she's like, he studies you all day, every day, and I'm like, really?
Listen, y'all, listen to this.
Changed my game, so I started studying him more though, right? You know, quarterbacks, all they do is click. So I built an entire room in my house just so I can watch film. So I became this guy that wanted to know everything. When I went to Marvin Lewis and said, I want to know every check that a defense runs, that we run, that we have. Why do we check out? Why do we stay in a certain defense on first down to 10 or second, right? So all of those little things, when you think about the game now,
little things.
That's what you see missing from the defensive side of the game, right?
Listen.
The defensive side of the game now is look, react. Mine was look, destroy, or either intercept it or knock it down. Not catch it and then me make the tackle. Because look, destroy, or either intercept it or knock it down. Look, react. Mine was look, destroy, or either intercept it or knock it down. Not catch it and
Some people about 2 weeks ago was saying that, man, Ray was just a hitter. He wasn't a wealth of information or knowledge of the game. And I said, no. Ray stayed in that damn playbook, man. People fail to realize, and I'm not saying that this team don't have guys like that. But he built a whole room so he can just study that. people gonna discount Ray and say, well, he had that front, had big boys up front, or he had Ed Reed behind him. He could have had all of those things. But this doesn't discount what he said right here, bro. Come on with it, man.
Was look, destroy, or either intercept it or knock it down. Not catch it and then me make the tackle.
Because you've done the work to know what's coming
that
or
back
what
end. Their
tendency is.
That back end, Rich, that back end, when you actually get to playing those type of chess match games against Brady and Peyton, it's the smallest things ever that will decide the wins and losses in that game. It's not this big touchdown or this, no, it's the smallest things. It's me knowing Peyton comes to the line, 2nd down and 8, and I see that the receiver right leg is up on the line instead of his left leg is up on the line, and the outside receiver is back a yard, then I know I'm getting that high-low right now.
Yeah.
So I know 2 driving up and number 1 coming in, and the corner can't make that play.
Yeah.
Because the corner has to sit off. So the only person that could affect that play, if you know it's coming, is the middle back. And that's the
we
difference
need
of
something like
when
that.
I watch football, I'm like screaming at kids, like, you gotta know the game. If you can count the 1, 2, 3 as a middle linebacker, you can be a very effective person.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end.
Man, y'all be sure to check out Rich Eisen, man. Let me do him a solid, man. And hey, man, ain't no way, man. And this is no jabs, man. Hey, y'all take that link. Y'all take that link that I just posted. Go to Parsons' page. Don't say that Law said watch this. Just drop it off on his page, man. Hey, Parsons, I was thinking about you, dog. Go to his Facebook page, man. Go to his people in them page. Just drop it off. Don't even say anything, man. I know he's an edge rusher, but just put in there, man, look, we want this type of commitment, man. You said that you wanted change. You said that you wanted to do something different, that it starts with you. You could drop it off on Lamb's page if he got one. I think he got a Twitter page. Y'all, we need to have this type of level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and dedication for the nation on this team. We do. Oh, my goodness. Appreciate you so much, Sadiq. Oh, my goodness, man. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you so much for your support. Law, may you and your family stay blessed. Amen. Yes, indeed. Let the AI speak on it, too.
Sidika Charles, $20. Law, may you and your family stay blessed. Amen.
Appreciate you so much for your support. The grind is real. Man, we should have about 30 or 40 of those people, man, dropping these 20s in the house, man, for all of this great stuff that y'all getting today for free. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. And then that's why I played that, Coach Marv, for us to top it off. Yeah, we're going to top it off with this one right here, the one that you sent me. Yes, indeed.
Man.
Wait. You got to give me the short version of that one. No. Come on, Coach Marv. That's 44 minutes. Okay, let me find a shorter version, man. I appreciate you, Coach Marv. That's 44 minutes, man. I think I got the shorter version somewhere right here. I think I got the shorter version somewhere. CD Lamb on Micah Parsons podcast addresses. Okay. I know I had the shorter version somewhere. I can't find it, but they was expressing on the shorter version of how they want to be these type of things. Let me see.
Appreciate you. And then I know we're going to clear the elephant out the room. I know what my mom said. You feel what I'm saying?
26 minutes. Okay, thank you, Coach.
Oh, we got the tea. Let's get the elephant out the room. No, I have no conscience. No, I have not been talking to my mom about any of this. I don't talk to my mom about my sports nor my personal problems. She just being a mom. She knows her son. comes home mad, fortunately, when we lose. So she had the opportunity to voice her opinion on Facebook. Yeah, we know. I have, once again, I'm going to repeat this. No, I have no beef with my quarterback. I love my dog. He know that. And, you know, I feel like with that being said, let's go make some more millions. Let's go score some more touchdowns.
He did everything right. He said everything right. But when it got to the end, let's go make some more millions and score some touchdowns.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Super Bowl! Super Bowl! Super Bowl! Super Bowl! That's what their profession should be, you know? Jeez. But yeah, he gonna make millions. He gonna score plenty of touchdowns. But will they be in the playoffs? Will they be in the Super Bowl? That's what we want as fans. Dez made millions, man. Antonio Brown made millions. Whoever wore 88 since the playmaker wore 88, they made millions. They scored touchdowns. But they haven't lifted up that Lombardi trophy. But I feel the youth, and shout out to my guy CD Lamb for at least putting that out there. I'm gonna go to the 26-minute marker, Coach Marv. Let's see what they talking about. 26. Here you go.
First of all, we can't even move nowhere. We can't even go nowhere. We can't even further this conversation without the penalties. Because think about it. All our penalties have come on crucial times. Like we've gained. TP is breaking 25. Is coming back. I might have missed a block. TP could have scored. You know, like, bro, it's plenty. It's so much that we could fix that we have to. And I know we say this every year. But it's none like us, bro. First of all, we gotta win. If we win, we win.
It's closer than we think, bro. It's closer than we think.
Because in the playoffs, it's all about runs. It's all about runs, and all it takes is one team to end it. And, you know, they can have a good game that day, and not make it nowhere else. Their goal is to beat us. Beat the Cowboys. Make everybody hate us. Make everybody feel like we're a fake team, which I don't believe. We have all the pieces.
All the pieces.
Go look at the All-Pro. I was just finna say, you go look at the All-Pros. You go look at the Pro Bowls. Not saying that mean anything.
We got the talent.
The talent is there. We gotta have discipline.
Shout out to you, Bobby King.
And that will to win, man. We gotta be together, bro. And we gotta have the leaders. And I feel like that was the difference. That was the difference, bro. And it showed. I gotta step up. You gotta step up. We gotta be who. Everybody gotta step up. I feel like we gotta all look in this mirror. You know what I'm saying? We gotta deal with this one, bro.
On our accountability. Anybody who jump off sides and can't, we just going around, bro. Like,
that point.
We gotta own. Like, it's so much stuff that we kept just pushing off. Like, we gonna get it right. We gonna get it right. And boom. Like,
there's no more pushing off, bro.
It comes to bite us every year. 3 years in a row. It's literally the problem. Like, just keep pushing off. This is a problem. We win. And they just think, because we're winning, we're not learning.
That's the thing.
And they comes and bite us, bro, every time. I can't make it up.
I get it that we win, but you got to realize how we winning. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Like some of these games.
It don't beat good teams.
Some of these games, we probably get one flag less than the other team, and we was just fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Rather than just playing a complete game, less flags, just straight out domination. You know what I'm saying? Once we put those games together in series of this season, then maybe people will start believing. Maybe. And if they don't, that's not why we playing. We playing to go get a ring anyway. So if we go get a ring, they ain't got no choice.
Yeah, true that. Good talk, CD.
We're going to get off the Cowboys situation, bro. I think you said your piece. You cleared the elephant. We know you want to be a Cowboy for life.
Absolutely.
We know what type of leader you're going to become this year. Take it off that. You and Dak was one of the best 1-2 punches in the league.
Yeah.
In your order, who are your top 5 wide receiver Not actually, no order.
Yeah. We ain't gonna care about those small things. But he said a mouthful as he was eating, a mouthful. But there's gonna be sacrifice that he's gonna have to also take and adhere to. We know that these type of things, that what Coach Marv even said, Law, they want they want to be coached hard, yep. But are they willing to be coached hard, right? Before we get into another part of it, let me see if I can find this one little clip.
Dak Prescott. Oh, that's a no-brainer. Oh, who has the most hate? Oh, Dak Prescott. Oh, that's a no-brainer. I don't think people understand how hard it is to play quarterback, first of all, in NFL. And not only that, but play for the Cowboys, and you winning 11, 12 games a year, and you still saying that's not enough. And he don't even play defense.
Yeah, 100%.
It makes like, I understand that, like, but there's not that many teams in the NFL that even has like a quarterback like that. So I mean, who has the most hate? Oh, Dak Prescott.
All right, man, y'all follow up, man, with me in Arlington tomorrow between 4:30-ish is when everything kick off. But be there around 5 o'clock to make sure you get good sitting areas. And we will be at 1409 North Collins Street. That's in Arlington, Texas. 76011 is the zip code. Put that into your GPS systems there. But I want to say this. There will be a lot of people that say, hey, I want to be where these two teams are at. But are you making the sacrifices? Are you making the commitment? Are you committed to your commitment? Are you doing the small things like Ray Lewis did? There's one person who saw the marvelous things that this guy was doing about 2,000 years ago. So he stopped and he ran to him and said, hey, I want to follow you. I want to be like you. And then he said, okay, stop what you're doing and come follow me. Come put in this work. But he said, yeah, man, my dad, he passed away and I got to bury him, I got to make sure that the arrangements are good. And then that person who most people think is docile, he turned and said, let the dead bury the dead. Come, you said you willing to do this. You want to get this work. Come on with me. Come on, let's work. And he probably looked at him and said, man, this dude on a whole nother level of commitment. F him, man. Let me go ahead and go bury my dad, man. I ain't committed like that. And then as he walked a little bit further, there was another person. A rich, young ruler is how they explained it to us, right? He had ladies and everything. Probably had Ferraris of those days. Probably had gold chain, everything, man. Probably had the Gucci flip-flops on. Let the AI speak. Come on, right on time, AJ. Come on with it.
AJ Metal $20. There's still a part of me that has faith. A part of me believes this is just the start for the Cowboys and our happy ending is coming. This start hasn't been great, but it's right there. We're closer than we think.
We are closer. And it takes a little preparation to get us there. Oh my goodness. Then we got another super chat from Dirty. He says, yeah, but laughing out loud, it can't be just a handful of people on the team watching film like that. The whole team has to do their job. Oh, Dirty, you right. He ain't lying. Riggs, can't take this. Somebody else. You're right. But I want to say this too. There was another guy who had a pocket full of change. And he was rich and he was young. And he saw this man putting in all of this work. He heard of the good things that he was doing. He saw the other people following him. So he come run down and, hey, I want to do what you doing. I want to walk in your glory. I want to walk with you. I want to do the things that you are doing. Ray Lewis, I want to do the things you are doing. Ed Reed, I want to do the things that you are doing. Emmitt Smith, I want to do the things you are doing. Michael Irvin. Paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm adding other things in for context, right? So that you guys can have a tangible feel of what I'm talking about. He said, stop what you're doing. Give up all of those wealthy things. Stop chasing those ladies over there. I see them following behind you. You know, sell off all of those Ferraris you got. You don't need the Gucci flip-flops. You can get the Jesus 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Put those on. And he was like, hey, wait a minute, Dad. I didn't know you'd take all of that away from me. I can't do that with this. Nah, man, you got to stop all of that. And he said, you know what? I'll holler at you tomorrow, man. So a lot of people, all of the diamonds and the rubies, a lot of people say that they are committed, or a lot of people say what they want to do, but they don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to put in that time, that sweat equity. A lot of people say they want to do this, but they ain't going to put in the time. They ain't going to be committed to the commitment. And that's what the number one problem is. During the off season, a lot of people going to say, hey, they belongs on this Super Bowl panel. They belongs to play on Sunday tomorrow. They should be there. The owners say, hey, they want to get there, but hey, he is not putting in the work. Shout out to you, Coach Marv. Let me see what you said before I break this all the way down. Law, hard coaching is pressure. And pressure can either bust pipes or make diamonds. We have the pipes or the diamonds? Ooh, where you cooking, Coach Marv? Come on with it, man. Oh, my goodness, be cooking, baby. Yes, indeed. Perry Locke says, Law, everyone has to be all in, from the front office to the coaching, and dang sure from the players to make the we having a great time today. Sacrifice. Yeah, you ain't lying, Perry Locke. Shoot. Somebody said right when I was reading this super chat, Rebuild says Sam Williams wasn't committed, and when we know that image, that guy that got the mind right. We know that. Imagine if we got the guy that got the mind right. Okay. But here's how it is. And I said this on my last live feed. When a tree is young, you can bend it however you want. And Sam Williams going into his third season, right? You can still bend him to where you need for him to grow. But once he get to an age that he's unbendable, it will break. And Mike Zimmer is coming in right at the right time enough for them to bend Sam Williams into the right alleyway. If Sam Williams get his mindset together, he can be our Daniil Hunter, right? He can be one of our guys like a Everson Griffin when he was with the Minnesota Vikings, not when he was with us. I think that Mike Zimmer can bend him. He's not going to break right now. I think he's still bendable. Josh says, I'm loving the show, Law, convincing me to out of some faith in the Cowboys and a biblical lesson at the same time. You motivated me right now. Come on, Herrera. Come on. I'm trying to motivate somebody, man. Even if this message only hit one person, I did my job today, man. Yes. I'm the captain of the Kool-Aid committee over here. I have no shame in my game. Yes, indeed. I'm a die-hard Cowboy fan. Gina with the G said, thank you, Law, for all that you do for Cowboy Nation. Bingo. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Yes, indeed. Law sipping that Kool-Aid. Yeah. Woo. And I'm not the only one. Come on, baby. Yeah. Brian says Sam Williams played linebacker in college. Let me tell y'all something, too. Let me tell you something. Shout out to you, Gina, again. Let the AI speak on it.
Gina Dallas Steva, Rose, $20. Thank you, Law, for all you do for Cowboy Nation.
Bingo. Appreciate you so much. Ooh. In college, Anthony Barr played running back. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody can mold and shift a linebacker into the right grooves and spaces, would be Mike Zim. The other thing that I wish the Cowboys do, pick up the phone, call George Edwards and say, hey, what's your contract looking like at Tampa Bay? Can you come back over here? We got Mike Zim now. Then let's work these things out. Come on. Yes, indeed. And we still need a defensive line coach now since Aiden Durday is gone. Yeah, we're going to still need those things. All right, Cowboy Nation, look, I appreciate everybody, man, for y'all support. Thank those who are on the Facebook for sending the stars. Y'all know who y'all are. I apologize if I couldn't read out all of the stars, but I think I touched and I covered all of the super chats, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate y'all, man. We've been live for a long time, and it's Saturday. We're going to go watch movies, man. It's a movie night. It's supposed to start at 9 o'clock, and I'm 11 minutes late, so I didn't know I overstood my time here, but, hey, it's all about sacrifice. You gotta make a little sacrifice here and there, you know what I'm saying. But I want to tell y'all on my way out, and I always like to leave y'all with this. Culture changing is not an easy thing. It's like pulling teeth. And that's what it's supposed to be. When you have those people with straight teeth and stuff like that, they used to have a crooked smile, or crooked teeth, and all of that. It took some pain to get those teeth that way. One of the most fierce spots to be in is at a dentist's office. Yeah. People think people are hard until they go to see that dentist. There's somebody right now watching this show right now, scared to go to the dentist, chewing off on one side of their mouth. Man, go to the dentist, man. Nah, man, I'm good. They still scared of the dentist. Somebody watching this, and they haven't been to the dentist since 1995. Come on, man. Because they scared. They scared of that needle they may pull out. Yes, indeed. Oak Cliff Rock. Yeah. He got them white now. He got them teeth white now, John Elway. Keep chewing off on one side of their mouth. Go to the dentist. Nah, man, I'm good, man. Every time they drink something cool or hot, that tooth kind of sitting there letting them know. Go to the dentist. So this team been biting off of one side of their mouth. This team got to now visit the dentist's office. I come here to tell y'all that great dentist's office is named Mike Zim. But Mike Zim is going to let y'all know what is needed. And it's up to the front office to front the bill. But when he start naming prices, there's always different levels to grades to things, right? It may be this price, and then it might be the cheaper price. And it's up to the Jones family on how they want their smiles to look. Some people take good advantages of their health, but they forget their teeth, right? So we want to have some good teeth around here, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're as dark as I am, you got to have at least a good smile. Come on. Shout out to you, Sadiq. Thank you so much for your support with the $20 super chat. She says, Law just has it take a village to help raise a child. It takes our offense and defense to come together as to help our quarterback. Ooh, I like that analogy, right? Get to the promised land to establish that Lombardi trophy. Law, I'm sipping that Gatorade. Come on with it. What color? What color it is? Come on, baby. Let me know. Let me know. Put blue in the chat. Blue in the chat. Come on, baby. But in actuality, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't take care of the little things, it can hurt you down the line. That plaque can start building up in the mouth. And by you not taking care of that plaque can also travel down into the bloodstream. And then from the bloodstream, it can clog up your arteries and give you a heart attack, allegedly. All of this is allegedly. It's the small things that you got to take care. And in order to walk this plane gracefully,
Charles,
let this AI speak
Lala
on it
has
too.
It takes some mileage to
Details
help.
matter.
Raise and child. IT takes R off. In a C and defense to come together as one to help our QB get to the promised land to establish that Lombardi trophy. Law, I am sipping.
She's sipping on that Gatorade. Roy Williams, are you the safety or the wide receiver? Both of them got tired. I'm real tired, boss. I'm real tired. In the words of Jimmy Johnson, who quoted the great quote from Vince Lombardi, fatigue make cowards of us all. There will always be measurements of life and as it circles you. But how much are you willing to make sure that when you get to the top, that you're not satisfied? Jim Rowan says, when the end comes for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down that old one. Meaning that give me more and more things to accomplish, and I'm never satisfied. And that's what this team needs to embody. So when they talking about culture change, you first got to change the inventory from within, and then you got to change your mindset. It's like pulling teeth. It's like getting those teeth aligned, right? So that's what the Cowboys must do. That's been my time, Cowboy Nation. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. See y'all beautiful people tomorrow.
Damn. Damn.
Let's go.
Whoa. Give me my theme music.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I just wanna run it up.
That's all I wanna do. Shakerton. Be sure to check us out.
I've been really in the field, lot of rush, I love the field. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on, Coach Mar. Too much good stuff for the people. Those who sweat in peace bleed less in war. Those who sweat more in peace bleed less in war.
Need them ones,
Come
I
on.
need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside.
Roll those
Greens and
credits.
pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play. Charge it
Write
to
this
the
down,
bank.
ladies and gentlemen. Those who profit from the blind would never inspire them to see.
Still the same, not switching sides. Now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock
Shout
what's
out to
on
you,
the shelf,
Rhonda.
and I'm not feeling it.
Come on.
Search for the one,
Shout out
but
to
baby
you.
girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really
Shout out to you. Coach Maul, salute. AJ, Glenn, Sadiq, Dirty, Sanchez, Perry Locke, Josh, Gina with the G, Dallas Diva, and Cali Cowboys. Come on. Salute to Prize Picks too. Be sure to check out Prize Picks. Use promo code LAW. And let's not forget about Rogue Shop. Come on. Be sure check out Rogue Shop. They're one of my partnerships too. And use promo code LAW. We have tons of things that you can use in order to alleviate some of those things that you may be going through. And I'm talking about, we even got the Delta 9 THC. These bites will put you on another level, baby. Check out rogueshop.com. Use promo code LAW and you won't have a good time. Trust me, you will have a great time. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember,
Lately, I just wanna
run it up for y'all, man. Let's get on up out of here and let's groove out. I haven't grooved out with y'all since we lost the playoff. Come on. I want to play the Shakertons on the way out. Come on, shake something for me. Hey, ho. Yo.
Take a drag of my cigarette. You having an unnatural allegiance to losers. It's not like you. Yeah. Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save the last bite for you. Don't let the street lights.
Hold on. Did we have one Eagle fan in the house, man? Did we have one Eagle fan? I haven't played that one either, man. I'm supposed to go watch this movie, man. I heard that the Marvels, it wasn't that good, though. But I'll go watch it, though, with them. I think it's Miss Marvels or something. Y'all let me know if y'all seen an Eagle fan in here. I'll play that clip. Come on.
You could not live with your own failure.
7 years of perfect love. 7 more and another one. And another one. Fighting you was the one I lost. 7 wonders all in one. All in one.
What we tell them, baby? Don't let the street lights hit you. Don't let them smack you now.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
Those. I love the quotables. Those who don't understand history are doomed to repeat it. Wait, Robert. Come on with it.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, play it too.
I like when they say those. Mendoza.
If a paper crane can
When you play for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too.
then Bradley doesn't feel that far. Damn. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly,
Run from it.
then
Destiny
Bradley doesn't
arrives
feel
all the
that
same.
far.
And now
So
it's
far,
here.
so
What should
far.
I say?
If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
I want me some Roy Hope.
Jerry.
Come out the closet.
Let me get on up out of here.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you. Damn!
Dread it. Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. What should I say?